welcome back to my channel. And today I am working with the papers from the mini collaboration between April Storm and Natalie at LineDotArrow. I will leave all the information in the description of this video as to where you can find all these beautiful papers. These are collaboration papers, so there are 6 papers in April's Facebook group, Junk Journal Joy with April Storm, and 6 pages in LineDotArrow Facebook page. So I'll leave the link to those pages for you. So what are we going to do today? So I had this idea. These pages are so beautiful. I won't go through every one of them. I printed these ones off quite 2 times each, because we don't want that in there. And maybe it's magical, but we don't want that in there. Anyways, so because I really love these, so I decided I had these envelopes, and they go very well with these papers, I believe. So I used these. And then my pages inside for my journal are made with these gorgeous papers that a girlfriend of mine dyed for me, and she loves playing with the different colors. So that is what I'm using in there. And what I did with those papers was I took and I folded them in half lengthwise and then cut them. And that's all I did. So let's see, here is, I made this one, so we just make one together. I made this, and again, it's just, what I did was I took, though I'm not going to give you the measurements because your envelopes might not be the same size as mine. So you just want to make them fit. That's all. You just want to make them fit like that. And I lined these the envelopes, just because when the glue dries, it makes it a more solid envelope. And we're going to decorate this. So this and this will be solid, but I wanted the back to be solid on these. So I've just already done that, because I figured, well, you guys know how to line those. And then with this, I just took and I measured and I cut, and I did that on 2 pieces and glued them together and then sewed them together. You don't have to sew them together if you don't want to. Like these. You will have to sew the 3 pamphlet stitch to get your book together. Then in this here is just another one of those pages in there that I just took, folded in half, punched the ends, glued here, and stuck it in. And then sewed it all together. Easy peasy. So that makes one side of our journal. So let's make one of these together, because they're pretty easy. And I have already done the same thing. Cut them to measure to my envelope. Cut them to measure to my envelope. And you can see what I did. And then this part here, we're going to take and score here, because we want that to flip around. So let's put everything in here. What I did with these was I just took my scissors, lined them up, pushed them in. Now this is an envelope. I've done this journal quite a while back. I did a flip through on it. And somebody asked me to do a tutorial on it. And then life got busy and I forgot all about it. So I thought, well, this time when I make this, I'm going to do a tutorial. Okay, so now they're nice and even. And I am going to take this and I'm just going to line this up in here. Like so. And I am just going to make sure that they fit in here. Everything fits nicely. And then I'm going to mark it. Put everything there we go. There we go. I'm going to mark it right about here. And then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm just going to score once, and then I am going to take this and just fold this up to help me with that score line. Let's do it this way, like so. And then I'm just going to move my ruler up a bit and push real hard on it and up again, and that gives us just kind of a rolled edge, so we can fit this in there like so, just like so. And I think that is going to be pretty perfect, I think. Yes, perfect. Okay, so then with a real quick 3-hole pamphlet stitch, we're going to get that sewn in place. And, oh, there goes that. Okay. So anyways, as I have avalanche happening here, I am just going to take and, before I do that, let's do this. Oh, that was close. So all I did, this is folded in half. I see I'm a little crooked here. I could try doing this, but I think my crease is pretty good already on that other piece. Let's see. Maybe. Okay. And then I'm just going to line these up here like so. Get this in here. Get that good. So it stays where we want it to be. And if you have the strength in your hands and a punch that will take it, I just do all of them together. If not, you can do them separately. I'm using my whale tail punch because I like the divot that it makes. And I'm just going to line it up to where I think eyeballing it looks in a good spot to me. And I'm just going to glue up the one edge here. Now you don't want these signatures, we'll call it, that we're making. We don't want them really thick to start out with because we will be decorating them a bit. And the bulkier you make it, the more gator mouth you have, which is okay in this one because we'll be evening it out a little bit, I think. And I'm just going to ink these because, and I see that went right back to where it was. That's okay, we'll just ink it. It'll be fine. I almost forgot about this one, otherwise I would have inked it ahead of time, but I didn't. Because I know you guys know how to ink. And you don't have to ink if you don't want to. I think I say that in every video when I'm inking, but I am an inker. I don't like it too heavy inked, but I do like some inking. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to take this. As I said, I didn't like it heavy inked, but when it comes to a page like that, I prefer a little bit more. Okay, so we're good with inking? I think we're good with inking. Get that out of the way. Now, we'll put this back. Make sure it lines up. There we go. Okay, then we're going to take and line this up in the middle. Now, I did the other one so that my threads were on the outside because I'm going to add a charm or some beads or something. I don't know exactly what yet. But on this one, I'm going to run them on the inside. So we're just doing our simple 3-hole punch, and I'm just going to, there we go. I like to make the center one a little bigger because, excuse me, we run thread through it twice. So I just like to make sure that that one is a good size. And holy doodle, come on through. Come on, there we go. So I'm just going to come in this way. And now on this side, I will probably put a little something on the inside as a dangle. Come on there. And then back through here. Okay. I'll just take this one and put it back underneath here. Snug it up. One the right way, one the wrong way, and one the right way. I guess maybe not the wrong way, maybe the left way. Right way, left way, right way. Right way, right way. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. Okay, so just evening those out. We're going to put this over here where I won't lose it so I can put it away later. So there we go. There's this one. So now let's grab our envelopes here, and the one I dropped, and my other piece. So what we're going to do now is we want to keep our flaps to the front. And we are going to take and we're going to put tons of glue right here. There we go. Make sure you use the glue you trust on this one. And we're just going to take and we're going to put this in here right like so. And just line it up so that our envelope is, there we go. And we're going to glue this, we're going to hold this, and I think what I'm going to do is I don't have a clasp. Oh, my paper clips won't. Oh, they may. Let me just make this stay here while we do that. Go on to the next bit because we want this glue to dry very well before we get to, before I get too crazy with it. So we have glued it to our envelope on the one side, and our flap is still up. It would be. Okay. Our flap is up. Okay, so we'll just keep playing with it as it's drying, pushing it down further. Okay, so again, now with this one, we are going to want to do this. So we want to put this on the opposite side, like so. Okay. And just so we can get a feel of it, let's just put this up here like this. There we go. Okay, so we are going to take and give this a bit of glue as well. You know, before we get too crazy on this, let's just make sure. Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that this still would flip over. Let's put this way now. Like so, and then we'll put this one this way. There we go. Okay. And we're just going to give this lots of glue. Around the house many times. Like I said, this one we want to make sure that these stay in place. Good, 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 good. Now I can see, but we're a little crooked on this, but I'm just going to take while we can and just snip this little piece off. Not that, you get back in there. This piece here, right where it's crooked. I'm just going to snip that off without snipping the envelope. Don't want to snip the envelope. Just about snip the envelope. Don't want to do that. Okay. So let's get some paper clips on this now. There you go. Oops. There we go. Okay, so we have those done. Put this away for now. So let's let this dry a little bit. We don't have to do anything with this side. We do have to cover the flap. And I don't know exactly what I want to do with the flap yet. This is going to be my, well, they're both going to be a front because they will go together like this. So each one is going to be its own front. And then we will have to decorate the envelopes inside. So let's have a look and see what's all with this kit. We're going to maybe start building a little bit of our ephemera. This is a piece. This is scraps. But look how beautiful this stuff is. A button. Now these here were to be fussy cuts, but I think I might use this as a little card or a pocket because I just really like the way it looks, and I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. This one here, we can do some fussy cuts on this one. They're very fine fussy cuts, and they're so pretty. It's really like this one here. I love that. And the flower. So beautiful, beautiful fussy cuts. Okay, so I'm going to build. Let's build some postcards here while we're waiting for glue to dry. And because I didn't put a timer on, so I don't know what time I'm here till. And then these guys here, I thought these would make really pretty little journaling cards. They could also make a pretty pocket. But I thought a little journaling card, because I have all of this and this to work with pockets. So all that. And oh, I got more hiding over here. Oh my goodness, look at all this stuff. This is like Christmas. Like Christmas. Okay, so let's get some of this out of our way. Let's get this out of our way. And I showed you everything. I'm gonna put those there. And let's just build some little postcards. And I'm just going to do back to back. And I might sew on some of these. And I might not. I don't know yet. But let's decorate some postcards. I enjoy making postcards. I really do. And I just cut these out as is. So with the smaller ones, I'm going to just do exactly this. With the larger ones, we're going to do a little something different. A little something, something. There we go. And we'll trim that up once my glue is dry. Okay, we'll let that glue dry. Now with these guys here, I think they're so pretty. And I am just going to, because there's no real design on here. I mean, there's a design, but it's not, it's okay if I trim off. So I'm just going to trim this to fit. Like so. And while we're doing that, let's do the same thing over here. And I'm going to trim from this side. Oh, you know, that probably would have fit, right? I didn't think to look at that. Oh, well. It is what it is. Check. They might work. Two might work together better than what the two that I chose to work together might. I don't know. So I am going to, excuse me, I'm going to cough. Okay, so this writing is this way, so I'm going to turn it this way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little pocket, pouch, a pouch. So I'm going to just take and glue this way. Go. And this here, we're going to do the same thing. Make sure everything is the right side up. Yep. Okay, so we now made two pockets that we're going to make. We're going to fill them, we're going to decorate these, and we're going to fill them. Not today, because we will do that when we come back. And then the back of the tags, I kind of joined them together where I think they would go very nicely. This is a smaller journal, so our tuck spots, well, of course, it's as many as we make, right? But I'm thinking we won't need as many journaling cards and tags as what we would in a full-size journal. So I chose to just kind of match them up, which I think that's what they were intended to do, I think. Let's see, what do we got here? This one here, I'm going to put with this one. We got one other one here. No. Okay. So I'm going to take these two, because I think these two match very nicely. And then that. So, and then with these two, I'm not going to put these because this one here is, you could write on it, but I don't know if you would. So we're going to back them with this paper. We're just going to that. So make sure you, this is for fun, but make sure that you post in both groups. Also post in Sophie's Crafty Corner as well, because I always love to see all of your makes. And it's inspiration for other people in the group. So please, feel free. And if you're new here on my channel, if you just stumbled through, welcome. And if you like what you see, have a peekaboo around. And if you like what you see, by all means, hit subscribe. And maybe you might like to hit the notification button so you will know when I put new stuff up. Hopefully I'm still on camera here. I know I'm kind of get down there sometimes. I bring things closer to me than what I need. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. And I am going to carry on backing my tags. And once my glue is dry, and we can play with those other, with our journal itself, I will come back. So I will see you again tomorrow. And I appreciate you hanging out with me. So have yourselves a great day and see you next time. Bye-bye.